Hello, good morning to everybody. Dear friends, today let us move on to a new lesson. May I call it as a story written by P. Lankesh. The name of the story is The Gardener. In Kannada, it is Totiga. Totiga. P. Lankesh has written in Kannada. He is an Indian writer in Kannada language. This is about the author. Lankesh, he has written many short stories. The first collection of his short stories is named as Keraya Neeranu Kerage Chelli. This is the collection of short stories, his first collection of short stories. And he has written novels and critical essays, and he was also a journalist, a very unfeared journalist who wrote in Kannada language. The name of his paper was Lankesha Patrike in Kannada. Now it is run by his daughter. And then he has also translated many other short stories of other languages, including Baudelaire's, Charles Baudelaire's, La Fleur du Mal, and another translations. And one of his most renowned or famous translation is Antigone, that is of Sophocles, Greece writer, philosopher, Antigone, as well as he wrote several plays and as a script, written script for many films, and he has also directed one film, that is Pallavi. It is based on his novel Biruku, and it has got India's National Award for Best Direction. Lankesh has directed that Pallavi, which is based on his novel Biruku. And then this Totiga of P. Lankesh has been translated by SES'S another literary name in Kannada language. He was a professor in Kannada. He is retired. He is a well-known literary critic and translator. He has published more than 10 works of literary criticisms. My fortune, my luck is to study H.S. Raghavendra Rao in his many critical essays. Very good criticism he has penned in his books. And then he is also recipient of many prestigious awards. Then, coming to the theme of the gardener. What's the theme of the gardener? I'll tell you in a simple language, in 2 or 3 sentences. The gardener is a narrative of human competition. Human competition. It's a narration of human competition that turns into rivalry. In this story, it happens like this. Initially, there was competition between the 2 persons which come in this story, and then this competition has transformed or changed into rivalry. It should not be there. But in human beings, this competition often changes into rivalry. This is the narration of a competition which has turns into rivalry. The narrator, the writer, that means Lankesh, has adopted 2 different modes of narrations. 2 different modes of narrations. What are they? The writer sets the tone. The writer sets the tone. That means the writer starts writing his story, and then onwards, immediately, the character, one of the main character, that is Tamanna, one of the main characters of this garden, this story, he narrates the whole story. That means the story is initially started by Lankesh or the narrator in a narrative tone, and then immediately the character enters the story, and that character continues the story of this gardener. This gardener is none other than this Tamanna. Gardener is none other than Tamanna. That means he narrates the whole story of gardener. This is P. Lankesh from the voice of Tamanna. He narrates the story. I think you will understand what I am saying. The story is written by P. Lankesh, and he starts writing the story. And at one stage, the character of this story enters in the story, and he narrates the story. ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಪಿ ಲಂಕೇಶ್ ಮೊದಲಿಗೆ ಕಥೆ ಹೇಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಆದರೆ ಕಥೆ ಹೇಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಆ ಕಥೆಯ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಪಾತ್ರವಾದಂಥ ತಮ್ಮಣ್ಣ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತಾನೇ ಕಥೆಯನ್ನು ಹೇಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಕೀಪಿಂಗ್ ಅಪಾರ್ಟ್ the narrator or the writer or the author P. Lankesh. And then what is the summary of this gardener? The summary, once Lankesh looks at an old man, that is old man. This old man, he was standing in a coconut grove near Channarayapatna. Coconut grove ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ಆ ತೆಂಗಿನ ತೋಟ. Coconut grove near Channarayapatna. That means this story is held near Channarayapatna. How was this old man? First, I have written here the old man, somewhat aged person. How he looked? He is not just an old man, but he has got some qualities. What are those qualities? His eyes were suffused with strange memories and native intelligence. Native intelligence, that is very important. Native intelligence. There is a difference between knowledge and wisdom. Knowledge and wisdom. Knowledge, what we acquire, what we get from the books. Wisdom, through the experience, the man will get. So this man, he has got intelligence, that too, native intelligence. Even though he is old man, he is suffused with native intelligence. And he was a tall man, a tall figure. He has got a tall figure. Hair gone grey, that is old man. Hair gone grey, a long beak-like nose, and a strong muscular arms. That means he was very well versed in work. That too, agricultural work. Why I have told agriculture? In one hand, he had a spade, regularly. Used to have 10 coconut trees. ಒಂದು ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ಆ ಕುಡುಗೋಲು ಅಂತಿರ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಕೋಕೋನಟ್ ಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ತೆಗಿಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಕೊಯ್ತಾ ಅಂತಾರೆ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ, ಕೊಯ್ತಾ ಅಂತಾರೆ. ಅದನ್ನ ಹಿಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದ. And another one, this intelligent man, he stuck a newspaper in his arm. Even though he is an old man, even though he is a worker, even though he is a laborer, even though he is a field worker, he has got the paper. That means he used to read the newspapers. That means he is somewhat intelligent. The native intelligence. ಒಂದು ರೀತಿಯೊಳಗ ಗ್ರಾಮ್ಯ ಜಾಣ್ಮೆ ಈಸ್ ವಿಸಿಡಮ್. ಜ್ಞಾನವೃದ್ಧರು ಅಂತಾರೆ ಇಂಥವರಿಗೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ಕೇವಲ ವಯಸ್ಸಾಗಿರುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. ನಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ವಯಸ್ಸಾಗಿರ್ತೈತಿ, ಜ್ಞಾನ ಇರಲ್ಲ. ಅವರಿಗೆ ವಯಸ್ಸಾದರೂ ಜ್ಞಾನ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಹಳ್ಳಿಯ ಹಿರಿಯರಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಜ್ಞಾನ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂಥ ಜ್ಞಾನ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ ವಾಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್. In a single line, he was that the old man, as seen by P. Lankesh, was a laborer, an overseer, and a philosopher, all rolled into one man. He was a laborer, an overseer, and a philosopher because he has tucked a newspaper. Lankesh has recognized this man. He came to this garden. One garden is there, coconut grove. A tengil todike bartane. After walking hundreds of miles from his native place, he is in this coconut grove. This P. Lankesh, the narrator, looks this man in coconut grove, and from 100 miles away from his native, he came to this garden. He became, in this garden, the gardener of that garden. The owner of that garden, the concerned garden, was looking for the man exactly like this old man. Because he was a laborer, he was an overseer, and a philosopher. All rolled into one. So, person exactly like him, the owner wanted. And when this old man was employed as a laborer in that coconut grove, and then suddenly some changes occurred. Initially, the owner of that coconut grove has only 10 acres of land. If I am correct, only 10 acres of land. Just a minute. Yes, 10 acres of land. Only 10 acres of land. This 10 acres of land means very much in this story. He has got, the owner has got only 10 acres of land. After employing this old man as a laborer in that coconut grove, there are several changes. What are the changes? He was, the old man stayed there in coconut grove. He was very useful. He was very hard worker. And he was well versed in agriculture also. And could understand the problems of workers. There was some problems in the among the workers of that coconut grove. And these problems were solved by this gardener, this old man. And the theft which were occurring often and often in that coconut grove were stopped. All these changes were due to the employment of this old man. And there was a sudden change. When this 10 acres of land extended, it is extended because the owner purchased more and more land. And when the land extended, the owner became lethargic, lazy, or sluggish. That means after the old man, entrance of the old man, this owner became lethargic or lazy or sluggish. He stopped work. All work was on the shoulders of this old man. There is no work. Idle mind is the devil's workshop. So at that point, the owner acquired more land, the profit has been increasing, and then this man became lethargic and found all this very strange, and he was in the bad habits. What H.S. Raghavendra Rao writes here is, his wife found all this very strange. Lifestyle of the owner has been totally changed. He was colorful event. The life of owner became crowded with colorful events and other umpteen vices, adultery and bad habits have been came to this owner. He is in the gulf of these bad habits. So the changes which occurred, which happened in the lifestyle of the owner, this was very bad or very sorry for his wife, the owner's wife. She felt very sorry. She felt the plight of that woman or the wife of that owner has become worse. She did not tell anybody about her plight. And when she was in a fix like this, one day the old man meets her and behaved as though he knew all about her plight. Plight means condition. He knows all about her plight. He smiled at her and brought down an offering of tender coconuts. And see, he sat on the embankment of the wall. Lakesh writes that the sun was slipping away into the western horizon. At the evening time, she came to the coconut grove and sat on the embankment of the wall. And this old man also sat beside that owner's wife. And he started his narration. What was his narration? There was a story in the life of, he says like this one. In a far off place, there was a man called Tamanna. The old man, narrating the story that in a far off place, there lived a man named Tamanna. He had everything. First, he had also 10 acres of land. There's a palatial building, the best built house, and many admirers, many friends. And he has also extended his land. There was a competition with this old man, Tamanna. That man, the name of that man is Basavaiya. There was initially, both of these, Tamanna and Basavaiya, were in competition. If Tamanna had purchased 10 acres more land, and Basavaiya also followed the same suit. In this way, the competition has increased. But this competition, initially, it seems as healthy, but after some days, some months or some years, it has become rivalry between these two, Tamanna and Basavaiya. How this competition, how this rivalry changes the life of Tamanna and Basavaiya. It can be dealt with in next class.